And hello everyone! Today is Tuesday, January 7th, 2025. The time is around 3:30 p.m. Eastern and the temperature is minus 5 degrees Celsius here in St. Thomas, Ontario, Canada. Hello everyone, how's it going? Mr. Flick Hunter, Ethan, Jazz, how's everyone today? Welcome to St. Thomas, Ontario, the first live stream from 2025 here in my hometown, 2 hours outside of Toronto. It's a cold day here. I'm going to be wearing my gloves, so I won't be able to really switch the camera back and forth, but we're saying hi here at the beginning. Hello, aloha Danica, welcome. We're going to go for a little walk here in this small town here in Canada. So I'm just going to flip the camera around, put my gloves on, and we'll go on a little tour. Hello Oleg, nice to see you. How's Ukraine? Hope everyone is having a great 2025. It is minus 5 degrees here, Celsius. We're going to make our way to Tim Hortons. Tim Hortons, the greatest coffee shop of all time. Jack Spencer, winter greetings. Welcome, Jack. We're here in Canada today, in a smaller town outside of Toronto. This is where I grew up. My gimbal's misbehaving today, it looks like. It's interesting. Give me 1 sec. And we have our friend Juanita. Welcome, Juanita. And Light of Wisdom. I'm from Ontario and you're getting a lot of snow. You're definitely not in London. No, I'm about half an hour outside of London, Ontario. This is called St. Thomas, Ontario. Sorry, I can't flip the camera and say hello today because I got my gloves on. So, but this is where I grew up here many years ago. It was a fun little town to grow up in. But we do have a good amount of snow on the ground, as you can see here, and at the entrance to Pinafore Park, the most popular park here in the city. I am in St. Thomas, that's right, Light of Wisdom. And Cole is with us. Sorry, and Dirtweed. Sorry if I missed some chats, guys. I can't really scroll today because it's pretty cold here, so I got to wear my gloves and I can't really access the screen with my gloves on. But this is called Pinafore Park, where a lot of people come. Robert should go to London to get some tea and biscuits. Yes, London, Ontario, famous for its tea and biscuits. Sebastian and Alex. Welcome, Alex and Sebastian. And Tony Lagas, welcome Tony from Australia. We're walking on Elm Street right now. As you can see, there's a very large lake here. Well, not a very large lake, but a nice sized lake here in Pinafore Park called Pinafore Lake, or Lake Pinafore. And It looks like there's some, I don't think it's iced over. I don't think it would be safe to actually like skate on or anything, but there is ice there. But there's a nice layer of snow that just came on this morning. But in the summertime, this is really beautiful. This is all a nice, beautiful lake here. You can go fishing and boating and stuff. Do you think there's less road rage in Canada? That's possible, Cole. Richard H, hello. Not sure what those things are. Some sort of drainage thing for the lake. -5 today here in St. Thomas, Ontario. That would be Celsius. I think it's like maybe 22 degrees Fahrenheit. And we're gonna make our way to the famous Tim Hortons, Canada's greatest invention. Well, besides insulin, I guess. Oh, is that right, Cole? Actually, that's kind of what it looked like, eh, Cole? Like a bathtub drain. As you can see, it just snowed, so there's still quite a bit of snow on the sidewalks. Your mom was born in Elgin General in St. Thomas, so thanks for bringing back. Awesome. Actually, we're going to be walking past Elgin General here in a few minutes. It's right on Elm Street, right up ahead. So I can show you the hospital where she was born if you want. I wasn't born there, but my sister was born there. Alex says it looks a little different than San Francisco. No, it's pretty much the same. I'm just kidding. It does look different, doesn't it? These cute little houses, if they were like in downtown San Francisco, they'd be like 1.2 million, 1.5 million. Here, they're maybe like 500,000 or 600,000 Canadian. Nice little street here. And this is Fifth Avenue. Fifth Avenue here in St. Thomas, Ontario. Very similar to New York's Fifth Avenue. They're both spelt the same. What's your go-to Tim's order? Oh, you have their chili, right? I've never tried Tim Hortons chili. I've never had Tim Hortons chili. I usually go in the morning. Even if I go in the afternoon, I'll usually get either an everything bagel toasted with urban garlic cream cheese. They also have these newer things called urban garlic savory pastries and spinach and feta savory pastries, so I've been liking those recently. And I've had the sandwiches from there. They have pretty good sandwiches. But I've never tried Tim Hortons chili. I don't know if I would be able to eat that on the live stream. Maybe I'll just grab a coffee. But we'll see what we're in the mood for. But by the time we get to Tim Hortons, there's actually 7 Tim Hortons in St. Thomas. That's right, Cole. You would automatically make a lot of friends. It's a man-made lake. Oh yes, I got you, Dirtweed. Thank you, sir. I said earlier, sorry if I missed anyone's messages. I can't really scroll because my gloves are on. So touchscreen ain't working. I could take my gloves off, but it's cold. Thanks, Jazz. I will. I'll take them off for briefly when I stop. Check all the chat messages. Cute little church here. A lot of little churches in St. Thomas, Ontario. And a nice ranch-style house there with a pretty good size porch out front. You can enjoy yourself on the porch there. And we've reached the Elgin General Hospital. Someone, Light of Wisdom, said in the chat. The Elgin General Hospital right here. St. Thomas Elgin General Hospital. Pretty big hospital, like not gigantic, but it's a good size hospital for a city of 43,000 here in St. Thomas, 43,000 people. Yes, this is a newer wing here. And it says, our thanks to the McKeag family. The McKeags are one of the more wealthier families in town. They owned a very large landfill and water treatment plant. Your grandma used to work there as well back in '75. Nice. Yeah, cute artwork there. You could see it's a traditional looking hospital. And we have Marg D with us. Hello, Marg. Do I have a warm coat? Yeah, well, I'm wearing layers. I can stop for a minute here and look at the chat. So today I'm wearing layers. I've got a sweater and a shirt underneath, and then I've got a thick puffy vest. And then I've got my winter hat, and I've even got earmuffs. And then I've got nice thick gloves. So I'm pretty warm. Thanks, Mark. Nice to see you. Robert only takes his gloves off if Bob or Kurt joins the chat. What is the coldest temperature it gets in Canada, says Tony? It can get very, very cold, depending how far north you go. Up in the North Pole, it probably gets like minus 650 or something. I don't know. Let's see. We have Tom. Hello, this ain't the tenderloin. Nope. Cole says he's never eaten at Tim Hortons. tried to get the hospital I was born in to put up a plaque. Oh, I'm sure they'll do that for you one day, Cole. You look okay as for -5C. And then plus when you walk, you stay warm. I look blue. Yes, you know blue is my favorite color. The winter hat I'm wearing is called a toque, T-O-Q-U-E. That's what we call it in Canada. You can see we've got a little light dusting of snow going on right now. Manny Uncanny, Robert, what are you doing in the snow? Israel Morales is up with us as well. Now you're too far. I have come to where I grew up here in Canada. My hometown, St. Thomas, outside of Toronto. It's and yes, it's cold. It's -5 Celsius. Tara McKinley says, hi Robert, what part of Canada are you staying? And Elena's with us as well. I'm staying just outside of Toronto. St. Thomas, if you know the geography of Ontario and the Great Lakes region, it's kind of halfway in between Detroit and Toronto. And you've been to Vancouver, you loved it there, nice. Let's hang on one sec. It's a beautiful town. Yeah, it's a cute town here for sure. Chandler, welcome to the Canadian Winter Wonderland. What's up, Chandler? How you doing, my man? Now, I said I was making my way to Tim Hortons. But of course there's 7 Tim Hortons here in St. Thomas, so I'm going to skip this first one here. We're going to go to a further one. And they're all open pretty late. They all have drive-through. You had Tim Hortons for lunch, nice. What is a popular food in Canada? Fast food. Fast food is very popular in Canada. Shoppers Drug Mart in front of us. That's a very popular and iconic drugstore. It's kind of more than just a drugstore. They have like frozen food and fresh food, fruits, vegetables, all kinds of stuff in Shoppers Drug Mart. Kind of like a Walgreens, but almost like a mini supermarket as well. Yep, Red Lobster's popular. Now if you want like something that's like an iconic Canadian treat, there's more snow there than in Toronto. Oh, is there, Mark? Oh, okay. Now, some people will tell you that Canada is known for these weird pastries called beaver tails, which frankly I never heard of nothing called a beaver tail when I was growing up. But I think that's more of a new invention. But if you want to know a traditional Canadian sweet treat, a pastry, it's called pecan butter tarts. Pecan butter tarts. Those are a very traditional and very delicious Canadian pastry. If you're ever in Canada, get yourself some pecan butter tarts. And don't just get one because they're pretty small. You'll need more, trust me. You get it like a pack of 6 because they're very, very delicious. Not sure why my gimbal is not swiveling today. Yeah, you love butter tarts, right? They are scrumptious little suckers. A lot of these little strip malls, or plazas we call them here in Canada. If you call a beaver tail weird, sorry, but we'll be chuckling. Honestly, like, I don't know, maybe beaver tails are maybe a newer thing, because I never heard of any beaver tails growing up in St. Thomas, Ontario. We don't have nothing called beaver tails here. Maybe in Toronto they did. Other parts of Ontario maybe, but obviously there's another iconic food here known as poutine. Poutine. French fries, gravy, and cheese curds. Very scrumptious. Hey Diffie, what's up, my man? And Christian Sandoval, nice to see you. All dressed chips, that's right, we have all dressed chips and ketchup chips and dill pickle chips. You don't find any of those really in the States. We also have a chocolate bar called Coffee Crisp. It's pretty good. Yes, lovely weather here. Beaver tails are a dessert heaven, a large piece of fried dough with your toppings of choice. Okay. Well, maybe I'll try a beaver tail one day. I don't know where they would have them in St. Thomas. I guess I'll have to get one when I go to Toronto. I'm not against fried dough by any means. Sounds good. Hey, by the book. A nice donut. Tim Hortons has great donuts too. It's one thing people don't really talk about is Tim Hortons' quality of donuts. I think they're pretty good donuts. So in Canada, the Canada Post implemented something where not everyone gets the mail like delivered directly to their house. So everybody in this neighborhood here, they have to come over here to these post office boxes, basically right here. And this is where you come and get your mail every day. So the postman just comes and puts everyone's has their own little slot here that lives in this neighborhood. So they did that to save money. How long are you staying, Robert? Not exactly sure.
Wait.
But I'll let you guys know. You'll... Check out the other side of the street here. Another cute little church here. I believe this all used to be grass here instead of a parking lot, because I remember playing baseball around here. What is wrong with the gimbal today? That is so weird. It usually moves on its own. I think I'm close to your buddy. That church looks familiar. We're on Elm Street. I think I've only ever been to the old school A&W in St. Thomas. Oh, you have, eh? We have A&W here. Flick Hunter's been to St. Thomas. What brought you to the thriving metropolis of St. Thomas, Flick? A&W has excellent food. I like their teen burgers. The teen burgers are just mouth-watering. Your buddy Mitch lives around here. You think I'm gonna walk past his house? Okay, cool. Now we're on, it's called Fairview Avenue. We'll go head towards the Elgin Mall. Ah, okay, gotcha, Chandler. Alex says, what is the population of this little town? There is 43,000 people here, which is a lot more than when I was like in high school. There was only like 28,000. So it's expanded quite a bit. They built a lot of new subdivisions. Hello, the Curries, welcome. And Chatty Cathy, welcome Chatty, how are you? We're in St. Thomas, Ontario today. And are you in Niagara Falls, Curries? Toronto has one of the best jokes. It's 2 seasons, winter and construction. Yeah, that's true. Cynthia Henderson is with us. Hello, Robert. Please don't fall in the snow. It looks nice, though. Yeah, it is nice. It's not too slippery. But yeah, it just recently snowed, so they haven't really cleaned the sidewalks. But it's kind of a... it's not sticky, it's melting kind of as soon as it hits the sidewalk. Chatty Cathy's been here before too, nice. Historically, this is known as the Railway City. There used to be a junction of a number of railroads here back in the day. That's kind of what St. Thomas grew around. And then the most famous event to ever happen in St. Thomas was the death of the famous circus elephant, Jumbo the Elephant. And Jumbo tragically died in a railroad accident here in St. Thomas, Ontario, back in 1885. And then in 1985, we erected a large statue of Jumbo here in St. Thomas. A life-size statue. Downtown Toronto rarely has mud. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I think probably the suburbs probably get more snow and stuff. Yeah, that's right. I heard about that, Chandler. houses for sale here if anyone wants to move to St. Thomas. Joey and Rosalind are the real estate agents. I went to high school with both of them. And another house for sale. Looks like you can move to Fairview Avenue anytime soon if you're up for it. No bungalows for you? You think Wonderland Road goes from St. Thomas to London? Yes, that's right. You can take Wonderland, you can take Warncliffe, you can take Wellington Road, you can take Highbury. Well, Warncliffe doesn't really go all the way to St. Thomas, but I used to drive every day to London when I was in university. And it was not fun in the snow doing that. Very annoying. Hey, Medano, what's up, my man? We're in the bustling metropolis of St. Thomas, Ontario. Let's stop here for a minute and check the chat. Hello to everyone. Medano, Chatty Cathy, Juanita, Chandler, Serge, Curries, Cynthia. You live on Highbury and Commissioners. Oh, okay, so that's not far. Unless you get caught in a wind tunnel, that's true. A number of movies have been filmed here. Yeah, there was even a movie filmed in St. Thomas, Ontario once. We had this, can't remember what it was called, but there was, we had an old, like, girls' college. It was basically a boarding school for girls, and it was a really beautiful architecture. And so there was a movie that was filmed there, which was like about a school. But, unfortunately, that building burnt down. It was called Alma College. This is Chestnut Street. Yeah, Matthew Perry was a Canadian actor. That's right. There's many actors from Canada. Many famous actors. And some actresses. And a lot of famous singers. Female singers, but also male singers like Justin Bieber. George says it's 65 and sunny in San Mateo. Nice. It's 22 and well, kind of sunny here. What's up, George? Yes, Chandler, your namesake. That was a funny episode. I watched a lot of Friends back in the day. Friends and Seinfeld were kind of on at the same time, like they were on right after each other back in the day. I think it was on Thursday nights. Hi, any shopping mall? Actually, yeah, we're making our way to a shopping mall right now. Not the most impressive shopping mall in the world, I'll tell you that, but it's an old school 70s shopping mall here. It's kind of suffering, just like many shopping malls in North America, but I can show you what's there. Actually, what maybe I'll do is go to Tim Hortons, grab a coffee and like a pastry, and then walk over to the mall. I can sit down at the food court and chat with you guys for a bit while I have my coffee. And I can show you inside the mall maybe. Oh shoot! Oh, I'm sorry guys, my charger wasn't working. My power charger was plugged in, but unfortunately my phone is already down to 4%, which is weird. Like my charger was plugged in, but it doesn't seem like it was actually charging there. Sorry guys, if the stream ends, my phone is dying. I thought it was plugged in, but I'm already down to 4%, which is pretty quick. I guess it must be the cold weather or something screwing up here. Looks like it's charging now, but I don't know if it'll be able to hold. Yeah, it must have been too cold. I guess I should have checked to make sure it was actually charging, but I figured I plugged it in, it must be charging, right? Hey Vasily, hey Sean. The cold plays tricks on electronics, I know, right? Stupid electronics. Hopefully this charger can keep up with the amount of energy my phone is using right now. Devin Sullivan in the house saying frozen batteries don't take a charge, eh? But like, how would it be frozen already? I only been out here for like 45 minutes. Yes, coffee time, Israel. We're about 10 minutes away from Tim Hortons. Canadian Vasily, how did you get to the Arctic? I hiked. Yeah, Tom, if you lose it, I'll try to come back. I'll charge it and try and come back if it dies. Sometimes you can just keep the phone off on charge for 10 minutes and the stream can be resumed actually even with the phone off for a little while. And Sean says, what do you think about Justin Trudeau resigning yesterday? Yeah, he resigned. I kind of feel bad for him, you know. Nobody wants to resign such a position as the Prime Minister of Canada. It's a pretty big job, well, at least in Canada anyway. This is the mall over here. There's a Denny's in the parking lot. And then a Holiday Inn Express just got built right beside the mall. It's a very new hotel here in St. Thomas. Yeah, exactly. Nobody wants to have to start a new job, eh, Devin? He's gonna have to like put his resume together and shit. Who wants to do that? Giant Tiger is kind of like a discount store, and it's right beside Dollarama. It's not quite a dollar store, it's a little more expensive than that, but they have a lot of stuff. SF Cynthia's with us. Hello, SF. Yes, Devin, he can collect unemployment, exactly. He'll have to wait in line like everyone else, though. Pretty good sized hotel they built here. Not sure how many people are going to come and stay here in St. Thomas, but you never know. That's an office build. I think that's an apartment building, maybe. Where in Canada is this? This is in a town called St. Thomas, Ontario. 2 hours outside of Toronto. Not far from Lake Erie. Very unassuming little place. Yeah, you could get downtown in about 2 hours if there's no traffic. But there's always traffic going into the city of Toronto, so you'll be crossing your fingers for the 2 hours. I don't think I've ever seen a city with that much traffic. You've been to Niagara and New York on both sides. Nice, yes. Niagara is beautiful. 75% of these houses are still being paid for, probably, yeah. Housing market is, yeah, prices of houses have gone up a lot since I was younger. I'm not sure why, but inflation obviously, but I feel like it's even more than the rate of inflation. This is the back of the mall. What I'll do is I'll grab a coffee and we'll go over and sit inside the food court because it'll be very quiet there, I'm sure. It's not quite the bustling mall that you see in some places. Tim Hortons will probably be bustling though. Oh nice, 48 likes, 48 in chat, perfect. Everyone seems to be liking the video today. -5 Celsius isn't deadly cold, it's just uncomfortably cold. How was security crossing the border? Not really much security crossing the border. Wasn't that busy on, I flew on January 1st. And I got through the airports and everything pretty quickly. I usually do, in the States they have something called TSA Pre. And it allows you to basically go in a much shorter line than the regular TSA line, because I have this thing called a Nexus card. There's different cards you can get TSA Pre. I think you can just get TSA Pre on its own, but Nexus also allows you to expedite your return to Canada. So I'm quicker when I leave the States because the security line is much shorter, and then I'm quicker when I enter Canada because I go through the Nexus line, which is also much shorter. And in fact, I don't think I even talked to anybody. I just go through this machine and it does facial recognition on your face and it says you're good to go. In fact, that's how I entered the plane too when I got onto Porter Airlines this time. I didn't even scan my boarding pass when I was entering the plane. They just make you stand at a certain spot and look at the camera, and it takes a picture of your face and you move on. That's your boarding pass now, is your face. Oh, Israel, you have the flu? Sorry, bud. Hope you're doing better. We have someone in the chat. I can't quite pronounce the name there. HD Apex is with us as well. Happy New Year, Robert, and everyone. Yeah, Happy New Year, everyone. This is my first stream from 2025. Hope you guys have been enjoying this year so far. Did I grow up here? Yes, I grew up in this town, yep. My family, my dad still lives here. My sister and her family lives here. Just Smitty, what's up, Just Smitty? How you doing, sir? All right, we have made it to the great Tim Hortons. Undoubtedly the greatest coffee shop in the world. I think I'm going to just get a coffee and a small pastry. But I'll keep the chili in mind for next time, Flick. Hey, can I get a small double-double? And do you have the urban garlic pastries?
I don't believe we have the urban garlic pastries.
Okay. Spinach and herb? Or spinach?
Spinach, but one that we just got?
Yeah.
I think we got 50 of those left.
Okay, I'll take one.
Anything else? No,
that's good.
I'll be 558. Thank you. $40 of change.
Thank you. $10 Canadian. $2 Canadian. $50 Canadian.
There's your pastry.
Thanks. Yeah, the color of the money is awesome. Can I get a few napkins, please?
Sure. There should be some more at the bottom of that bag.
Oh, perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. Just figured I'd give you the heads up.
Awesome. Thanks,
Yeah,
boss.
thanks,
Have a
man.
good day. Always fresh. Yeah, we do. We had $1,000 bills. Do we still have $1,000 bills? I've seen a $1,000 bill before. All right, let's head to the Elgin Mall and we'll sit down and chill over at the food court. How does Dunkin' compare to Timmy's? It does not compare. Dunkin' does not compare to Timmy's. Timmy's is much, much better. In my opinion, of course. Other people may have a different opinion, but I feel like Dunkin's coffee just doesn't do it for me. When you ask for a double in Canada or Tim Hortons or pretty much anywhere, they give you 2 cream and 2 sugar. Double. Beautiful day, right? Nice sunset. There's something about the air in the winter, it just feels cleaner, you know? Does it get warm there in the summer? No, it gets hot in the summer, not warm. It gets flat out hot in the summer. Well over 90 degrees and very humid. Everyone in Canada has air conditioning, unlike San Francisco, where nobody has air conditioning. And not because we're cheap or poor. It's because you don't really need it there at all. Couple days of the year you might. Carol Ali, hello. Any hills here? No. You're not going to see too many hills around here. It's pretty flat land. And as you drive out to the countryside, all you see is fields of corn, wheat, and soybeans. Just massive amounts of fields of corn, wheat, and soybeans. San Fran never gets below freezing. No, it never gets below freezing. I don't think we've ever had frost over in San Fran. It gets cool, like into the 40s sometimes. I'm definitely feeling it, yes. It's much different. I did grow up here though, so I guess I'm kind of used to it, but I never really liked cold weather, even though I grew the Elgin Mall. Let's go have a seat inside here. It looks like the Midwest. It is a lot like the Midwest, Lisa. Welcome, Lisa. It's very similar to the Midwest in Ontario, I would say. It's the Great Lakes region, obviously. And so it's flat here, and there's a lot of farming. A lot of industry too. It's kind of like the Midwest in the sense there's a lot of or there used to be a lot of auto industry and other heavy industry here. There still is. There's still a lot of factories in St. Thomas, but the major factory that really shaped much of the history of the city was the Ford assembly plant that closed down a while ago. But they used to make every Crown Victoria in the world was assembled here in St. Thomas. And now it's an Amazon warehouse over there on the outskirts of the city. San Leandro was windy today. Never been there. So let's go hang out at the famous food court. We have Kurt Affair with us. What's up, my man? You didn't know that. A lot of Ford workers in your family. Oh, is that right, Devin? Yeah, we had half of St. Thomas used to work at Ford. This was Ford country over here for sure. My gimbal's just not behaving today. I'm sure there are no Starbucks. There is one Starbucks, not in the mall. This mall is this mall is not Starbucks, but there's this Perk coffee shop. It's called the Perk. It's kind of like an independent-owned coffee shop. And then we've got a place called Backyard Burgers and Walk Express. And then there's a Subway over there, and then Metro is a grocery store. This mall used to be busy back in the day, but it's pretty much dead now. This is like one of many malls in Canada and America that is just, you know, not the same as what it was back in the day. Alright, so we've got double. Do they allow me to bring my own food? Yeah, they don't care. There's no one here to say anything, my friend. And this is spinach feta pastry. I think it has egg in it too. Was this your hangout in high school to pick up chicks? Everybody hung out in high school here. Everybody hung out here. The Walmart Supercenter. Yeah, you know about the Walmart Supercenter here? Yep. Once they opened the Walmart, and there's all a bunch of other stores in that area, everyone started going over there. Looks delish, right? Tim Hortons has awesome food. That's what makes them much better than Dunkin'. Was that the new Timmy's pastry? Yep. Spinach, feta, and I think there's egg inside, yeah. Spinach and feta go really good together. I believe I had something similar in Pacifica when I did my Taco Bell stream, and I went for a walk and I grabbed a coffee and I grabbed a pastry. The Taco Bell in Pacifica is closed for renovations, eh, Cole? The coffee shop just closed. Yeah, exactly. They're not going to bother me for bringing food in here. No one. There's not. I don't think there's even a security guard here. Kurt, I am nowhere near the city's famous Sun, and that's because a very famous hockey player is from St. Thomas, Ontario. He played for the Boston Bruins and was the #1 pick overall in the entire world, like in the draft that year. Then he got famously traded to the San Jose Sharks, and he won an Art Ross and an MVP trophy. He won like everything. And his name is Joe Thornton. And he grew up in this city, and I even went to school with him. Me and him, we used to ride the bus in high school together. I know him, he's like my friend. And there's even an arena named after Joe Thornton. So Joe Thornton's the famous son of St. Thomas, not Robert Saberwall, not West Coast Walker. Rachel McAdams is also from here. She's the most famous daughter, and I actually dated her once in high school. We went to a semi-formal together, me and Rachel McAdams, the famous actress. So I'm nowhere near the most famous. Metro has good muffins, nice. Mall closes at 5. I'm not sure what time it closes. I know that the coffee shop just closed up, but I think they're open like at least till 6 or 8 here. Yeah, anyone who follows hockey would definitely know Joe Thornton. He's going to be in the Hall of Fame one day. Carol Ali says she was born in St. Thomas, Ontario. Really? You were born here? I wasn't born here, but I moved here when I was 3 months old. I was born in Toronto. Young in Eglinton, and then I moved here when I was 3 months old. Can I ask my last name? Last name is Saberwall, S-A-B-H-A-R-W-A-L. Joe Thornton is a possible hockey hall. He is, right, Medano? He is one of the greatest all-time in assists. He has so many assists, it's not even funny. I don't think he's number one in assists, but he's like way up there in the terms of all-time number of assists. He could pass like pretty much better than any hockey player except for like Wayne Gretzky. I dated Rachel Yes, I did. We went on a date, and we stayed friends throughout high school, and even after, you know, when she became famous, and she did like that movie, the movie with Ryan. It was the very famous love story. I can't remember it right now, but that's what really, you know, made her famous. And we even talked on the phone when she, you know, after that movie came out. Sebastian says, am I going to Toronto? I'm going to try. I'm not sure what all my plans are yet. I'm just got to take care of my family. You know how it is, right? Mean Girls, yes. Mean Girls was the one with Regina George, but there was another one. It was like a love story. The Notebook. That's right, The Notebook. You guys got it. That was one of her famous ones too. And her and Ryan Gosling, they dated for a long time after that, and they met on that movie. And they're both from this area. Ryan Gosling is from London, Ontario, which is just like half an hour from here. Yes, well, The Notebook is based on mine and Rachel's love story, of course, you know. Just like most of Taylor Swift's songs are based off on me. After we broke up, she wrote like all her best songs. Love Actually. I think I've seen Love Actually. You liked her in Red Eye. Yep, she's in Red Eye. I haven't seen all of her movies. That's right, Ryan and Rachel are both Canadian. Ryan is from London and Rachel's from St. Thomas. Oh, you saw that recently, Lisa? And Chandler likes it too. And there was something, Time Traveler's Wife or something as well. Ryan is great in Blade Runner. Oh, is Ryan Gosling in Blade Runner? That's true, Kurt. I was hobnobbing with celebrities even in high school. Of course, no one knew that Rachel was going to be world famous, and no one knew, well, people knew that, actually, I shouldn't say no one knew Joe Thornton was going to be famous, man. When he was like, even in 8th grade, people were like, he's going to the NHL. That guy's going to the NHL. I mean, he was just really good. Yeah, these restaurants, they close, and even the food court, like this Chinese restaurant, Wok Express and Backyard Burgers, they close at 6, okay? Like, what restaurant closes at 6? Isn't that supposed to be dinner time? Who closes at 6? I didn't know that Ryan Gosling was in Blade Runner. Ryan Gosling's a good actor. He's a good actor. What sort of seasonal activities are popular in St. Thomas, Ontario? Well, they like to drink, and what else is there, Oleg? I'm just kidding. When I was a kid, we drank, and then we drank some more. That was pretty much all of our seasonal activities. Did I go to that burger spot I went to last time? Oh, Beep's Burgers? But your favorite Ryan is Deadpool. Ryan Reynolds is Deadpool, right? And he's also Canadian. Yeah, growing up in a small town in Canada, there's really not too much to do. Thankfully, there's plenty of beer stores and liquor stores here, though. And now they even have cannabis dispensaries. Yes, the Blade Runner sequel. That one came out like, what, 2021 or something like HD Apex? Was the Go Bus a thing back in the day to go to Toronto? I don't know. I don't think there was ever a Go Bus that you could take from St. Thomas to Toronto. Really, the only way that I ever traveled to Toronto was by car back in the day. In fact, only recently, the last couple years, did I take a bus to Toronto from London. You can take a train via rail, but it's expensive and it actually takes longer than the bus. It's like almost like half an hour, 45 minutes longer than the bus, and it's like way more expensive. So it's easier just to hop on a bus and go. If you're going to Pearson Airport from London, it's only an hour and a half. I'm sure the Blockbuster you worked at was, Blockbuster was the place to be on Friday night. Everybody went to Blockbuster, and yes, I worked there, so I knew who was dating who. I knew everything was going on, you know, people having affairs and stuff. I knew because they would all come to Blockbuster together. Blockbuster was the place to be. Everybody watched movies just as a date, or just to do, that's all they did, was watch movies back in the day. And drank, of course, but you can't just watch a movie sober, right? Yes, I was the original Gossip Girl, exactly. I knew everything that was happening in town, just like Gossip Girl. Candy, movies, and rumors. Oh, that's a good one, Devin. The town from Collingwood has literally the most popular LCBO and 7 dispensaries. Yes, Collingwood is the place to be in the winter because it's like the ski resort here in Ontario, the biggest popular ski resort. I'm just going to leave my phone here and use the facilities. I'm going to trust that nothing happens to it. Alrighty, folks, let's go check out the Elgin Mall. That was a delicious pastry. If you guys are ever at Tim Hortons, grab a spinach and feta pastry and a double and you're good to go. You don't need anything else in life, really. Now this is a very small mall, so it's not going to take long. This is Flair. They sell jeans and other clothing, mostly men's clothing, I believe. And this is a cannabis dispensary actually right here in the mall, Bob's Bud Emporium. Bob's Bud Emporium. Bud is another word for marijuana. This is called Case Planet. They sell like phone cases here. And we've got a store named after our buddy Coleslaw. Coleslaw in the chat has a whole store named after him called Coles. The bookstore here in Elgin Mall. Who doesn't like a good bookstore, right? Bookstores are awesome. All this knowledge at your fingertips. There's Blake Lively right there, married to Ryan Reynolds. I can't get away from 420 stuff. I know, right? It follows me everywhere. Ric Flair's shop. Yeah, Ric Flair from the wrestler. Is there a Stitches? No, I think there used to be a Stitches back in White Oaks, I think, which is in London, White Oaks Mall. I don't read much fiction anymore, but I used to like it back in the day. Science fiction was never really my thing, but I think it's cool either way. And then they've got sports books and whatnot. Sapiens, A Brief History of Humankind. Yeah, that is brief. Some cookbooks. Cookbooks are still popular, I guess, but I feel like the internet has everything. If you want to know how to cook something, just go on YouTube and type, how do I cook this? I think you'll get all the information you probably need. And some mugs and other trinkets, whatnot. This bookstore's been here for a long time. This is one of the longer lasting stores. As has this Northern Reflections store, which sells, mostly women's clothing, I believe. You didn't even know that Kohl's still existed. Yeah, Kohl's exists. You've heard good things about Sapiens? Oh, nice. Mankind, you mean Mick Foley? Susie Shear. And then this is the Cineplex Galaxy. This is a large theater. This is a movie theater here, which has a number of screens. There's also a vape store over here, apparently. And then a gym called Fit for Less. Hey, bud. And a jeweler. And this store I've never been to. It's, I think, female clothing as well. Ardeen, women's clothing. Well, maybe men's too. No, I think those are girls' coats, I think. Pretty big store, actually. Yeah, it looks like it's all female clothing or women's clothing, but it's hard to find good men's clothing. Be unisex. Although I think it's still more geared towards girls in here. Hey Tamra, how you doing, Tamra? You like the For Dummies books? Yes, I used to read those a lot, For Dummies. There's a nice cute little hair salon there. And this is Tootsie's Shoe Market. Tootsie's Shoe Market. Okay, cool. I've never really been in here before. This looks pretty new. They must have had some issues with some people coming in here and saying bad stuff to the employees. Saucony is actually the brand that I wear. This is very similar to what I wear. So they sell Saucony here. That's cool. I like that brand. And Skechers. Stupid Comfortable. Never heard of that. These are nice looking shoes. Oh, just walking around showing my fans the beautiful shoe store you have here on YouTube. Thank you. And they've got some kids stuff here. Cute little shoe store for sure. This is called Fan of the Sport. I think this is gaming and toys and stuff. You guys tell me, what is this? Pop WWE. Funko Pop. I don't know what all this stuff is. Some sort of toy brand. As you can see, some of the storefronts are not open, but this is going to be the case with most malls. We've got Sherry's over here selling female clothing, women's clothing boutique. And Blue Notes. Blue Notes has boys and girls clothes. Pretty big store. Razor Ramon Funko Pop. I don't know what that means. That chirpy noise was annoying. Oh, that chirpy noise was when I walked into the store. Collectibles. Yeah, I don't know what those are. There's so many different things nowadays. We've got a Michigan sweater and a Michigan State for Devin here. Devin, are you more of a University of Michigan guy or a Michigan State Spartans guy? Two of the biggest universities in Michigan. Toronto Raptors, UNC, Lakers. I like this UNC white hoodie, that's nice. Florida. Yeah, these are nice hoodies, right, Medano? Yes, and nobody has really questioned it, and it's pretty interesting, like, because I bet you it's rare for people to see gimbals around here. You don't take sides. You went to NCMC. Ah, gotcha. Well, I think they have a pretty big rivalry. Maybe not as big as Michigan and Ohio State, though, right? Isn't that the biggest rivalry in college sports? Hey. And then we have also a vape shop. So there's a vape shop as well as a cannabis dispensary. So anything you need in St. Thomas, you can get, my friends. And then we've got this cute little candy shop, Sweet Spot Candy Shop. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Hello. Just showing my YouTube viewers your nice store. Ooh, nice slushies here, eh? Machines where you can just dispense candy. Yeah, people are working, but they kind of just, you know, they stay nice and quiet. They don't, it's a Tuesday. They just want to chill. And all kinds of different candies here. Do you guys remember Big League Chew? Bubblegum? Oh, and these, oh, this is just Kool-Aid, okay. If you like your sugar, this is the place to come. All kinds of interesting candies here. Of course, just regular stuff too. I like that cute store, it's nice. A real mall of the future, yeah. Those Big League chew packs were good. Yeah, I remember those. Instead of chewing tobacco, we'd be all cool and we'd buy Big League Chew instead when we were kids. Golf balls. There's a mini golf. Yeah, there's a mini golf thing here. This is all mini golf here. So you can come play mini golf here in the mall. I think I've been walking by it all throughout the mall. There's a whole bunch of holes all throughout the hallways here, and I haven't really mentioned it. Of course, this is our famous elephant, the jumbo statue. Yeah, so you can do mini putt here, and you can just probably pay over here, and you can do this whole thing. Here's hole number 18 here. So I think it's all throughout the whole mall. Like you see these little mini putt things all the way down the hallway there. It's all mini putt. And yes, Jisk I think is kind of like IKEA, right? Let's go see what Jisk is all about. This is new. It's very Scandinavian, I feel like, in here in terms of the design of the stuff. Yeah, see, these look like sort of IKEA style beds, right? Is Brad in the chat? I see someone saying hello to Brad, but I don't see his message. Brad, if you're here, welcome. A lot of beddings. Little blankets and comforters. So yeah, it's a cool little spot for if you just you just found a new apartment or you moved into a new house. This is where you come and just get everything, really. This is a nice table here. It's like I don't know if it's real marble or not, but it kind of looks like it. Ah, okay, got you, Devin. Yeah. They've even got the little candles that IKEA has. IKEA always has these little, what do they call these? Tea lights? Tea lights? It's basically an IKEA rip-off store. I think we can all agree to that. Oh, is Rachel in the chat, Kurt? That's good. Welcome, Rachel. Nice to see you again. Oh, back in the cold. Let's put on our clothing. Earmuffs are very underrated. I think everyone should wear earmuffs in the winter. I need my furniture to smell of mahogany and paperback books. That's the best furniture. A nice old school coffee table made out of real wood, that's what you want. Also a thermal ski mask. Yes, especially if you're robbing a bank, right, Diffie? A balaclava. Yeah, a balaclava. Those don't look too suspicious. All right, let's go explore more of St. Thomas, Ontario, the home of Rachel McAdams, Joe Thornton, and West Coast Walker. And yes, I do refer to myself in the third person now. Yeah, well, YouTube. Not much yourself? Awesome. Enjoy the cold. There's Dollarama. Oh, thank you, Kurt. It's dark over in Toronto. I guess we're a little bit east of Toronto, so it probably gets dark a little bit later here. That's the thing with time zones. Time zones, they kind of cover one huge area, but that's not really how the sun works, right? The sun kind of just sets, you know, slowly. It doesn't really care what time zone you're in, but like if you have a wide range from east to west, the sun is going to be setting at the same time on those two cities because they're so far apart. I feel like New England should have been put in the Atlantic time zone, but it's too late now. Oh, I'm good. I got my coffee in me, I got my pastry in me, and now we're ready to rock the house here in St. Thomas. Ready to keep on and take names. Bitter wind coming at my face. That's true, Devin. Sorry I can't scroll back if I missed any messages. My gloves are on and touchscreen won't respond to those. Nice and cold out. Moisturize later for your skin's sake. Good idea. I think I will put some moisturizer on. That bitter cold wind doesn't help. down Wellington Street. All right, Chandler, we'll see you soon, my friend. Everyone, say goodbye to Chandler. Please remember to like and subscribe as well if you haven't already. Enjoy seeing people walk around freezing their butt off. You get chapped real quick. Yeah, I know. I use chapstick a lot. Okay, Tamara, maybe I will do that. Yeah, definitely a headwind. Not like extremely strong wind, but in this weather, even just a slight breeze, you can feel it. Be careful not to slip. Yes, thank you, sir. The roads aren't like slippery, they're kind of just slushy. But probably as it gets colder throughout the night, they might start to freeze up. House there. Is everyone curious about the US? Not really. Tamara says, which province? I'm in Ontario, 2 hours outside of Toronto. But I don't think people are necessarily curious about the US, but a lot of people watch US news for sure and follow everything that's happening in America. So I guess, yeah, you could say they're definitely interested in the United States. Here, I mean, we follow all the politics and the sports and all that stuff that's going on in the States. You can't not, because most of the television channels come from the States, so. Later, Tom. Yeah, the thing is, a lot of people don't understand, Canada would not be the 51st state. If the two countries merged, it would actually add 13 states to the United States, because there's 13 provinces and territories in Canada. Each one would be its own state, so Canada itself wouldn't be a single state because it's bigger than the entire United States. Obviously, it's not going to happen. I'm just explaining to people why they keep saying 51st state. No, it'd actually be more like 63. Pacific Palisades is on fire. Ooh, that's not good. There's a lot of wildfires. So that's true, the States could be Canada's 11th province. Or perhaps 50 new provinces would be added. And of course, if the two countries did merge, that would make King Charles the King of the United States again. Oh, Donald Trump also wants Mexico, eh? He wants everybody to be part of the States. He's such a welcoming guy, eh, Israel? Good one, Devin. I like these old school brick houses. Someone still has their Christmas lights up. That's good. Am I happy that Justin Trudeau resigned? I'm not happy or sad that Justin Trudeau resigned. It doesn't really have much to do with me. I mean, I feel bad for him as a person that he had to quit his job. You know, I don't think I'd be made. I don't know why he quit. I mean, I don't know the ins and outs of it, but yes, he wants to change the Gulf of Mexico to Gulf of America. That's a very controversial idea. I think Gulf of Mexico's fine. They don't need to change the name of that. I think it's more descriptive. I bet San Francisco, yeah, San Francisco is 60 something degrees, I think, 65 degrees. Here it's about 20 degrees, so yeah, big difference, Sebastian. Can I spell Canada and Canadian? Oh, you mean C-A-N-A-D-A? I've heard that joke before, yeah. Across the street is a very large hardware store called Home Hardware. Over in that food plaza, they've got Little Caesars. Little Caesars is good because you can just buy like a pepperoni pizza that's ready to go, hot and ready. You don't have to wait for it. Just going through the chat. Canada. Is St. Thomas named after St. Thomas Aquinas? Good question. I don't think so because, well, there's an urban legend that says it's named after Thomas Talbot, who was one of the founders of this area, but I don't think they would name it after him because he wasn't a saint. But there is an old church in St. Thomas called St. Thomas Church, the oldest church in the city and the oldest graveyard in the city. And that's what St. Thomas was named after. And that's a Protestant church, so I don't think that would be named after St. Thomas Aquinas. It's probably named after St. Thomas the Apostle. I think only a Catholic church would be named after Thomas Aquinas, most likely. Yeah, that's what the internet says, but I'm pretty sure that's just an urban legend. I don't think St. Thomas is named after Thomas Talbot. I spoke once to the former mayor of the city, Steve Peters, who was actually a historian here in St. Thomas. Like he's done a lot of research into the history of St. Thomas, and he said no, that's just an urban legend. They didn't name it after Thomas Talbot because Thomas Talbot is not a saint. Therefore, I don't see how they could name it after Thomas Talbot. Yeah, that is on the St. Thomas website, I think, but what Mr. Steve Peters told me, it was incorrect. But probably have to look into it a little more and see exactly where that reference came from. Hope you don't come across any dingus. I think we should be all right. It looks like I'm pretty much the only one walking around here. I haven't seen too many folks on the sidewalk today. Keep in mind, people don't just walk around in the winter for no reason. That's right, Devin. The dingue around here are not up for handling this weather. And as it got dark, it got a lot colder. This baseball field there. Let's take Fifth Avenue. Fifth Avenue, very similar to the Fifth Avenue in Manhattan, in that they're both spelt the same. Hey, sweetie kid. First time I saw your channel. Welcome, sweetie kid. Nice to see you. Have I been to any other Canadian provinces? Yup. I've been to Quebec. I've been to, well, I've took a train once from Toronto to Vancouver. So I went through Manitoba, Alberta, Saskatchewan, and British Columbia. And yeah, that's it. I haven't been to the Atlantic provinces or the Northern Territories. Yeah, the clouds look very cool in this particular light. And in fact, on the camera, they look even cooler than in real life. They almost have a more of a deeper bluish hue than in real life. We have our buddy Christian Hansen in with us. What's up? What's up, Christian? How you doing, my man? Welcome to my hometown of St. Thomas, Ontario, Canada. Yeah, the sky is beautiful here. You wish to be Canadian. Well, you watch enough live streamers from Canada, Christian. You could be an honorary Canadian. Try wool gloves on your touch screen. Oh, okay. Just not in its what? Okay, that's interesting. I'll try. I think I have fleece gloves on right now. I could also get those gloves with the little fingers, you know, missing, but then my fingers will just get cold. Okay. You can also tear apart e-waste and get some of those little contact switch dots. That is a lot of work, Devin. Hopefully I just won't be too cold. It's easier just for me maybe to take my gloves off every 10-15 minutes and check the chat. And Matt Bross is with us. Where is this? This is the city of St. Thomas, Ontario, Canada. A couple hours outside Toronto. And this is where I grew up back in the day. And right now we're on Fifth Ave. We don't have Gucci or Louis Vuitton on this Fifth Ave though. You can use AA batteries. Use the minus end. Oh, does that work? And Boris is with us. How's it going, Boris? How long have I walked today? We've been going for 2 hours and 20 minutes. And it's been a cold walk. My joints are freezing up now. We've got Ollie's Bar and Eatery over there. They have the best chicken wings in the city. Going to Toronto or Windsor. I'd like to go to Toronto at some point. Jack says it's very beautiful. Yeah, it's a very cute, picturesque town, Jack. Thank you. Very different than San Francisco, Boris. Very different. Certainly, you don't see too much snow. Over in Cali. Yeah, I'll give that a shot, HD. I suppose I could even maybe get a stylus, but I don't know. Does that work with every phone? Some phones come with their own little stylus. Excuse me. You can really see the snow. Yeah, exactly. The camera makes everything look a little bit brighter. And snow looking at snow is very beautiful. I will agree with everybody who likes the look of snow. But dealing with it is a different story. I'm surprised my power charger held up. It was down to 4%. I thought it was plugged in, but I guess it wasn't. Then I plugged it in, replugged it in, and it started charging up again, and now I'm into like 30%, so that's good. I can still go live and charge, and the battery stays nice and strong. I just got to make sure it's actually charging next time I plug it in. Some of them have communication in the stylus. Oh, I think more either a plastic stick or... Oh, I see. Interesting. I have never heard that saying, Oleg. I have never heard that saying. Could be lost in translation, maybe, my friend. Oh, no worries, Oleg. It is cold even with layers, even with thermal underwear and everything. It's still cold. I don't know how the Toronto streamers do this every day. Where are we going, Boris? We're going to be ending the live stream here in a few minutes. I'm heading back to my dad's place. I think we are almost at 2.5 hours, which I think is a reasonable amount of time here in this weather. And yes, as I said earlier, my joints are basically frozen right now. I can barely continue walking. The night came quickly. I feel like the night always comes quickly, right? It's like, it's bright and then all of a sudden the sun just sets in like a few minutes and it's like gone. Yes, thank you, Boris. I will stay warm tonight. Probably do absolutely nothing except hang out and watch YouTube. Yeah, exactly. Like the wind does not help at all when it's cold out. It just flies right into your face, and there ain't not much you can do about it. This is actually a toothbrush factory. This is where they make Maxil toothbrushes there. George headed for St. Dingus Church. And Twice Masamo J-Line says, hi Robert, how you guys doing? We're doing well, Twice. We're doing well. I mean, we're as frozen as a popsicle, but besides that. Alright, we are back to where we started, folks. Thanks for joining me on the first stream of 2025. Thanks everyone for joining me here from my hometown, St. Thomas, Ontario, Canada. Twice likes the song by Jennifer Lopez. Yeah, I'm freezing right now. I gotta head back into my dad's place and chill for a while. Won't be doing much tonight, I can assure you of that. But thanks everyone for joining me on this cold afternoon here outside of Toronto. Please remember to like and subscribe. Hit those notifications. We've got memberships. We've got everything. Yada, yada, yada. Thanks everyone. And we'll see you on the next stream. All right. Bye, folks.